This is one of the best ways to cook a turbot or any other similar sized flatfish whole. Stuffed with plenty of herbs, garlic, clarified butter. Beautiful. Serve it with a nice sauce like sauce charron, béarnaise or hollandaise, and serve simply with your favorite seasonal vegetables. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, and consider supporting us on Patreon for further recipes and techniques. So the first step is we have to clean this beautiful turbot. We've turned it over on its underside here, and we're going to make a small incision right here. I'm going to start at the back of the head and follow the line where the bone ends and the cavity begins. And unfortunately this part is not so appetizing, but it's necessary. So there's no other better way to do this. You need to go in there and remove the innards and rinse under cold water. The liver can be used for other recipes if you wish. So there will be a little bit of blood left running along the spine. So just get a paper towel and go in there and clean that out. So we're going to stuff this turbot with some herbs from the garden. You can use just about any herb that you want. So I'm going to put a liberal amount of thyme and some Russian tarragon, bay leaves, fennel. Depending on your area, you can actually forage for a lot of these herbs as well. So we're going to fit as much herbs as we can in there. Some other good options for stuffing would be leek or fennel, thinly sliced, and then you can just stuff it right in. But using more herbs as a stuffing is much more special, and the flavor is amazing. So once we packed all the herbs we can in there, we're going to pour in some clarified butter, close the flap, and now we're going to transfer it to a baking sheet with even more herbs. So that's just some wild fennel fronds, but extra leek or thyme will do. It's important that we don't want the fish touching the bottom of the pan. So we're going to put even more herbs around the fish. So when this goes in the oven, the herbs around the fish will burn, release their oils, and impart kind of a smoky flavor, almost like natural incense. So I'm using some more different kinds of herbs, some lavender, some parsley stems, and now we're going to put some crushed garlic on top. A little bit of lemon juice. It's not even cooked yet and it already looks amazing. We're going to cover the whole thing in clarified butter. So not just on the fish, we're going to try and cover as many of the herbs as we can as well. And then we're going to put a little bit of seasoning, some salt and white pepper. And normally I'd season each side, but because we're using so much butter, once it melts from the top of the fish, the seasoning will go with it and it will season the bottom of the fish. So you should preheat your oven to the hottest possible setting. And I'm just going to finish with a little bit of olive oil. So all ovens are different, but this will probably take around 10 minutes. So 10 minutes later, smells amazing. So I've removed the herbs from the top of the fish. I'm just checking with a cake tester. It's cooked. So we're going to brush it with a little bit more clarified butter. And we're going to transfer it to a nice tray. This smells absolutely amazing. So you can either carve this in the kitchen or at the table in front of your guests. So make a nice clean cut down the spine and then go through the skin around where the fins are. So the skin is actually edible, but if you prefer to remove the skin, that's very easy to do as well. So using the knife and the spatula, just go around, make sure you've gotten through the skin, and the piece of fish will just lift off the bones. Also be careful not to cut too close to the fins, because there are some extra bones there that can fall into the portion. So just look at that, that's beautiful. So once you've served all of the flesh from the top, just turn the fish over and repeat. Serve with your favorite sauce, some boiled or roast potatoes, some green beans. With the best ingredients, sometimes it's best to keep it simple. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below and we will respond as soon as possible. Also make sure to like and subscribe and consider supporting us on Patreon. Happy cooking!